A large factor is fear. Figures for me have doubled in terms of things like utilities.
One of the major blockers for women coming back into the workforce is childcare.
I think there's a huge opportunity for businesses to invest in the UK in the area of technology.
If the current cap is maintained, even better as far as I'm concerned, and many I know are concerned.
You know, it doesn't make any sense to spend years and years and years, invest in your career, get all of these skills and then not use them.
For investment into the UK, the government need to be thinking about regulation and keeping that regulation as agile as possible. The challenge, however, remains that there still is a shortage of skills.
It's incredibly important for the economy that both mums and dads have the childcare available so that if they choose to take it, they can get back to work and do the careers that they've worked so hard to build.
I know things have been hard for people. First the pandemic, then higher energy and food bills due to the war in Ukraine. Last November I set out to stabilise the economy with my autumn statement. Today I'm setting out my plan to grow the economy. I know childcare is a huge cost for families, which is why we introduced free childcare for 3- and 4-year-olds back in 2011. But today we're going even further. And I'm announcing that from September 2025, working parents will be entitled to 30 hours of free childcare every week for every child from the age of 9 months to 4 years old, which can allow tens of thousands of parents to re-enter the workforce. I want to see households through the worst of the high energy prices. So I've announced that I'm keeping the energy price cap we introduced last year at £2,500 until July. I'm also helping some of the most vulnerable in our society by ending the premium for prepayment energy meters so they don't pay any more than people on direct debits. And to keep the country moving, we are also cancelling the planned increase in fuel duty, saving drivers £5 billion this year. I know Britain is a country of hard workers, but for some there are barriers. A lack of skills, a disability or a long-term health issue. We've already helped 2 million disabled people back into work since 2013. But today we're going further. I'm announcing we are scrapping the work capability assessment so disabled people can try work without fear of losing their benefits. And I'm also enhancing measures like skills boot camps and returnerships to bring older and experienced people back into the workforce, along with midlife MOTs, so we can fix workforce shortages. I'm also reforming pension tax allowances so that high-skilled workers like doctors don't feel they have to retire early, keeping them in the NHS for longer to help us cut waiting lists. Having run my own business for 14 years, I understand the pain that many business owners are feeling right now. So we're cutting taxes for businesses that invest in Britain. And this means that for every £1 a company spends investing in equipment for factories, they can take £1 off their taxable profits. I'll also give more research and development relief for businesses that need it. The UK already has the largest tech sector in Europe, but now with our Brexit freedoms we can become even more competitive. And with the expert help of Sir Patrick Vallance, we're introducing smarter regulation in life sciences and artificial intelligence, so these industries can grow faster and make the UK a science and tech superpower. Today I've announced further support for our world-famous creative sector. I want to encourage even more TV shows like Line of Duty to be made here. So I'm announcing more generous tax offers for productions and keeping the reliefs for high-end shows that we all know and love. I also know other areas in the creative industries, like theatres, are still recovering after COVID, so I'll extend the theatre, orchestra and museums tax relief for a further 2 years. We've had to make some difficult decisions, but I'm hugely optimistic about the UK's future. Today's announcements will help us unlock that potential and grow the economy. This is a budget which delivers on your priorities by halving inflation, reducing government debt and growing our economy.